Miz is doing his thing like he normally does, whatever. And then he gets asked about Logan Paul. And Seth got really passionate when he was talking about Logan. And I've seen more things that he has said about Logan. Did I bookmark it? I must not have. I thought I saved something because I saw him talk, like it was like a really long quote of something that he was saying. Here it is. Oh no, that's not it. Never mind. That was him talking about how he feels slighted from not being on Mania or not being a part of the main event, and that just breaks my heart. But anyway, so no, he was going on about Logan and that Logan is all about making money and getting attention, that his name isn't even worthy of being said out loud in the ring, especially that he doesn't like why he's there or why he's trying to get into wrestling. And, you know, it's his whole life. And every fan is so dedicated and passionate about wrestling and WWE that he doesn't get that vibe at all with Logan. So obviously it's the low-hanging fruit for him to go for. You know, it's the easiest thing for all of us to get behind. It's the easiest thing for them to get heat on Logan. But I do wonder, because I'll have to try and find that quote. I wonder if this is like a universal feeling with any of these people backstage. Like, do they actually feel that way? Like, you know, when it comes to, we've talked about it. We give him credit for how much he's trained and like how naturally good he is in the ring. But I do question his motives because he never watched wrestling. Like growing up, I mean, if he did, he doesn't know jack shit about anything, because I've watched him interview wrestlers on his podcast. He doesn't know anything. Like, he didn't even know that Cody was Stardust. So that's what I'm saying. Like, there's random things that he should know about, even things that he didn't know when Triple H was there. And it's like iconic stuff that he did not know about. So I'm like, you didn't watch wrestling. You really didn't. So you know, it's not the same as like, I don't know.
I'd have to know more, but I love this because it is Seth's life, and it's what he want to do, whatever. And Logan Paul, yeah, it is the low hanging fruit, but Sarah, like, I'm not gonna lie, it took me a while to come full circle with Logan Paul and be like, all right, I respect you. You do your thing. I may not like everything you do, but like, you do you, and you're successful in your own way. In the wrestling business, it's tough. They do not take kindly to these, you know,
outsiders.
They really don't. And it's one thing if they came in like, oh, I loved it as a kid, I just want to have my moment in the sun. They're like, yeah, all right. But this Logan obviously is a money maker.
Yeah.
And not only for him, but the company knows this. So it's one of those two-edged swords.
Yeah.
For the talent, that it's like, yeah, you get to work with them. I mean, look at the shit he's been doing already. I mean, the frog splash through the table to Roman.
They're using each other for personal gain, both like WWE and Logan. Yeah. Yeah. So, you know, I think the problem is, I mean, even with me, and I'm sure for a lot of people, and that's why this whole angle is going to work, is because of all of the things that Logan has done over the years that has rubbed people the wrong way or has been controversial, and the things that he continues to do. Did the Celtics just lose?
Yeah.
Okay. It's whatever, right? Because like they were playing a healthy Bucks, so whatever.
They're down everybody. Everybody is down.
I know. Anyway, so I think that it's, you know, he continues to be controversial. He continues to say ridiculous things and do ridiculous things. And I think that that's why it's hard for people to look past that or forget it or try to just only focus on him when he's in WWE. Not to mention he's never on consistently. And it is, you know, that is what it is. And it's, if he is going to be Seth's opponent at Mania, that's great, because then Rollins is on Mania. My problem is I feel like Rollins deserves a better match than having one with Logan Paul. Will it be a banger? Obviously. It's going to be really, really good. Like, Seth is amazing. Logan is creepishly good for somebody who's only had a few matches. So, and they're very similar in body type and style. So it's going to be a good match. But, you know, like for Seth to not have main evented a Mania, to have been left off of Mania last year until it was Cody, it's just like, I wish that he had something better, a bigger feeling match than just throwing him with Logan because Logan eliminated him in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, but where else are you going to put him? Like, who else are you going to put? AJ Styles out. There's a lot of other people out. Randy's out, so, you know, you couldn't do another one of those. There's injuries and people not there. And the people who are there are in important roles at the moment. So it's just tough. And when you are Seth, you're so good and you're kind of in that echelon where you should be taking down Roman Reigns, but you're not intertwined with the story. It's a gray area, honestly.
Well, and what's good about it, though, the way that they could have gone about it with Rollins at some point is that he is, Roman's never beaten Seth. So that would have been the hype around their match, because then it, you know, like, and it could have all been brought back to the Shield. Like, I loved when he trolled Roman when he came out to the Shield music and the Shield gear. And, you know, like that stuff would have been so good. And that's the thing, is just because obviously I'm biased because Seth Rollins is like my favorite wrestler right now. One of them, but my main guy. But just watching interviews or reading interviews about him living in the shadow basically of Roman since they split up the Shield and having to be in wrestling at the same time as Roman and always being like the second guy, like the guy on the back burner basically, because they wanted to push Roman as the guy after Cena especially. That's why I just feel bad, because I feel like this is another situation where he's just like, all right, like let's give you Logan and that'll be your Mania match. And it's like, okay, like at least he'll be there and he'll actually have like a lead up to Mania. Whereas last year it was like, who's his partner going to be, you know, and whatever. But I would like to think that if it is going to be Logan, which that's what it looks like, that they actually have Logan on multiple shows over the course of multiple weeks, because I don't want to see him show up for 2 Raws between now and Mania. And then that's what Seth has to deal with. Like, I feel like that's not fair either. There needs to be more substance to that than just being like, oh, I'm just mad at you because you eliminated me from the Royal Rumble. Like,
yeah, they're building to it. They're building to the substance.
Yeah, so I am excited to see where that goes, and I'm hopeful that I can be excited about their feud and their match, because I really want to be excited about it.